Alright, so today we're going to do a cherry eye procedure, or attempt to do a cherry eye procedure. We're going to do a Morgan's pocket. So essentially we've exposed our cherry eye. It's very good and important to fully flip it out so that you can properly see it and do your cut. Essentially we're going to make two kind of incisions, one close to the eye, one on this side further away from it. We're going to make sure that the incisions do not fully meet. We don't want to close the pocket completely. Start with the easier incision, and again I don't want to be too close to that edge if I can avoid it. Helps to have a very sharp blade. A very nice defined edge. Repeat that on the other side, at the base. Again, making sure we're pulling fully out. As you do this side, be very, very mindful of what is the incision. It's very easy to forget it. Straight away it tries to roll up and disappear. Nice technique is if you're ever fearful that you're going to lose that edge, literally mark it with a stay suture. If you're being mindful. No matter what, I got a bit of a reference point there as to what I'm meant to be suturing. On the far side, we're going to deepen the pocket. You need to have somewhere where this gland will want to sit and be happy. I think that's more than large enough, and making a pocket in a kind of ventro medial direction, so you can see that. Very easy to flick into. Good. There's a choice of scarification. Certainly the more trauma you do to the duct, the worse it is from a producing tear perspective, but sometimes a little bit of trauma to the superficial sides will help adhesions, and that can be a benefit. Every surgeon's a bit different. Some will grab a little bit of a scalpel blade, some will literally take a little bit of the mucosa over the duct. Some will do nothing at all. Just to help things kind of sit a bit better in their pocket. I'll rough up a little bit, just a little bit. Promote a little bit of adhesion. Now we begin to suture. So when it comes to suturing, we're going to aim for all of our sutures to be actually external on the palpebral side of the third eyelid. Throw a suture. Using 5-0 monosin. Good knot buried in some good tissue. Now I'll go through the third eyelid to come out hopefully somewhere moderately close to our cut. So our goal now is to suture our clearly defined pocket. Over our gland, each throw very purposeful. It's about making sure you're engaging the correct layers of tissue. At the start the gland's quite annoying, it wants to be out. But as you start to do that suturing up, eventually it'll go into its little hole. And again, the main thing here is that every throw should be sadly perfect. Don't do what I just did and cut my suture. Damn. Do you want to grab me a 18 gauge needle?
Yeah.
This is definitely not what you want to be doing, but I may have to. I have two options. Obviously, I can just redo everything I've sutured, or I could swage on a new needle. Shows you how gentle you have to be with the suture. Sorry, not 18 gauge, cover 25 gauge needle. My bad. Cool, thank you. See how that goes. I could really regret this. And the goal is not to suture up the ends. If you do that, you get a cyst, which is not the end of the world. You're just going to marsupialize it, but it's not something that you want. So we've gone ahead, we've done our whole kind of suturing up, and now what we're going to do is go from the bulbar side of the third eyelid to the palpebral side. And do a knot. So everything that can rub against the actual cornea is kind of on this side. So we've got 2 knots far away from the cornea, so they're not going to cause any irritation. We have made our pocket, we have flipped our gland of the third eyelid in. Expectation, so these dogs, often the third eyelids will be swollen post-surgery. So you kind of look at them and you're like, oh, that doesn't look any better. It takes a little bit of time for that swelling to go down. But normally by the 1 week recheck, you can no longer see that third eyelid. You can see that swelling there. Sometimes you get a lot of scrolling of the margin because you've sutured really close to it. That's always another little frustrating thing, which thankfully we're not seeing too much of. The big complication of these surgeries is that they can recur, in which case you need to be more aggressive and or refer to other better vets. All good.